I have 3 children. I have twin daughters, and one of them had cancer when she was 4 months old.
My daughter had something called a neuroblastoma, which is a malignant tumor in the gut. She was apparently born with it, and we discovered it when she was a little less than a year old.
When a parent hears that initial diagnosis, a huge load is placed on that family. It's almost an unimaginable feeling.
It's very difficult to go through this, to see your child suffer. It can either tear a family apart, or if you reach within and support each other, the strength grows. I wonder sometimes where it comes from. And there's nothing that you can do other than be supportive and pray and hope.
In Philadelphia, back in the early 1970s, we knew that there was a missing piece in the care of children, and that missing piece was the inability to have families gathered around in the community close to their children.
And at that time, people were asking questions, why don't we have a Ronald McDonald House here in Syracuse? And one conversation led to another, and the people from the Special Needs Fund contacted a couple of people like myself, and we got together and started talking about building a Ronald McDonald House here.
Everyone just rolled up their sleeves, and it really was a humbling experience for me to see how all those people with such disparate backgrounds could come together around a common cause.
The idea of the Ronald McDonald House was to have families that could be close by the hospital where their children are being treated. And the hospital is within walking distance to the Ronald House. That the people who are in the house are mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters.
All of the things that are necessary for you to take care of your child are supported by the Ronald McDonald House. If you spend any time there at all, you see families that are in dire situations, and you see a support team helping them to cope with it as best they can.
The McDonald House is a key element of family therapy, and that's true of every Ronald McDonald House. A child's illness doesn't exist absent an impact on everyone.
It's that ability to be both realistic and positive to benefit the kids.
I've sat with so many parents over the years. The gratitude they had and the feeling of relief that you felt was amazing. And it gave you the motivation, if you will, to move forward and to do whatever you could to make life better for them and their child.
This is the 40th anniversary of this particular property. Without it, I don't know how a lot of people would have survived all of these difficulties that they have to go through in supporting their children.
40-some years later, the McDonald House is still true to its mission.
It just makes you so proud that we, all of us, were able to do something like this in Syracuse.
It's the key to parent survival. And that's one of the things that I always felt was so crucial about the McDonald House, in that people are realistic but kind. And kindness helps you be more grateful that you have help, and that regardless of what happens to your child, that you will survive in some form or fashion.